players who had a 1% chance of making it to the MLB. Back in the early 2000s, there was a guy named Daniel Nava who was just trying to find a way to play baseball at all, and at that point, nobody would have guessed he would ever make it to the major leagues. Nava was a small kid who barely made his high school team, and even when he got to college, things did not get any easier because he actually got cut from the Santa Clara University baseball team. So instead of playing, he ended up working as the team's equipment manager, which meant he was the one washing uniforms late at night and making sure everyone else had what they needed while he watched from the sidelines. But what happened next is honestly something you would only expect to see in a movie. You see, after 2 years of just being around the team but never getting to play, Nava could not even afford to stay at Santa Clara anymore, so he transferred to a junior college called the College of San Mateo. And while he was there, he finally got another shot to try out for the baseball team, and this time he actually made it, which was already a huge win for him. So he started playing again and ended up becoming one of the best players on the team, which was pretty wild considering he had not played for years. And this caught the attention of his old school, Santa Clara, who actually offered him a scholarship to come back and play for them. But what happened after college is where things really started to get tough. The thing is, even though Nava had a great season and led his conference in batting average, nobody drafted him, so he had to pay out of his own pocket just to attend tryouts for independent league teams. And even after all that, he got cut from his first tryout, which would have made most people just quit. But Nava did not give up and kept working until the Chico Outlaws finally gave him a spot a year later. And while he was there, he became the best player in the league, and this is when the Boston Red Sox noticed him, so they bought his contract for just $1, with a promise to pay a little more if he actually made it through spring training. But what happened shortly after this stint is unbelievable. As it turns out, after spending 3 years in the minor leagues, Nava finally got called up to the Boston Red Sox in June of 2010, and nobody really expected much because he was already 27 years old and had never played in the majors before. But regardless of this, one day he got put in the lineup at Fenway Park, and with the bases loaded in his very first at bat, he stepped up to the plate, and everyone was just hoping he would not strike out. But what he did next is something that almost never happens in baseball history. What I mean is that on the very first pitch he ever saw in the major leagues, Daniel Nava swung and hit a grand slam into the Red Sox bullpen, and just like that, he became only the second player ever to hit a grand slam on the first pitch of his career.